Now we're going to go over some other tags that we can use in here. We're going to go over the header tags, HTML tags, and the body tags. Now if we look back here, remember that our clickable link showed up above the table even though we placed it underneath the table. And that is because I didn't put this ending tag for the table in there like you're supposed to. So if we save this now and do a refresh, you'll see that this is now showing up where it's supposed to go. Okay, so back to this now. The head part of an HTML document is actually a part that the search engines use and that your browser can use. It isn't actually anything that is shown in the page, as you can see here. You'll see things in here such as title. You'll also see meta tags in here for keywords and description and so on. This is more for search engines to use to tell what your site is about. I'm going to put a few examples in here to show you what meta tags look like. Here are some common meta tags in here. This first one here tells the browser what the character set is. Second one is for the description of your site, and you would put the description that describes your site in the meta description here. And then we have meta keywords, and in here you'll have your key phrases or your keywords, and both separated by commas in here. The other thing you might see is a robots. Now something like that. What this is telling the search engine robots is to follow the links that are on the page and to index the page. If you're creating a download page that you don't want the search engine to find, for instance, a download page to your product that you've just sold, you would put no in front of these. So no index and no follow. That would keep the search engines from being able to follow and find your download page. Now let's talk about adding images to our page. What you need to do is wherever you want to put your image, let's put it right under I am fine. So we'll put it right here. So we're going to put a paragraph between the image. This is where you would link to your image. So all you have to do is put in code like this. And then here's where you put the URL to the image. If it's in the same directory as your web page is, all you got to do is put the name of the image in there. If it resides somewhere else, like in the images directory or wherever on your site, you might need to do this. And the name of the image goes behind the folder it's in. But you can always give it the full URL. We'll just put a link to an image here. Alright, so I linked out to Autopilot Profits and put the full URL into the headline here that they have. They have a header image. So if we save this now, and we go and refresh our page, you'll see that it brought the image in. Now that's an example of hot linking to someone else's image, and you should never do that. Make sure that you only link to images that are on your own server. That way you're not breaking any rules. Or if you have permission to hot link, then that's fine. But normally it's frowned upon because you're using someone else's bandwidth. We're not going to go into too much detail on these next two subjects. Just want you to see what they are. For instance, here we have a script that's a JavaScript type, and it brings in a form from aweber.com. So this is actually going to put out an opt-in box on your page just by pasting this script in. We won't take too much time talking about this because you'll be supplied with scripts for things, and all you'll have to do is paste them in here. You're not expected to write your own scripts. The other thing we want to talk about is style sheets. What a style does is it gives a certain type of tag certain characteristics. So this one, for instance, style 8 is getting a font size of 24 pixels. Style 14 is getting a color of black, which this is the code for, etc. So that's what the style sheet does. One of the keys to being successful in internet business is to automate what you can. Of course, you can't automate everything, but you should automate the tasks that you can automate. Now we're going to go over some of the tools you can use to do that for you. You can automate some of your research tasks. For instance, using Keyword Elite, you can get a whole bunch of keywords that are targeted for your product with just the push of a button. Of course, you can do this manually, but it takes a long time. And then, of course, you can use SEO Elite as well. This tool helps you get ranked high in the search engines. Of course, there are manual ways to do that as well, but they will take a long time, whereas this software can help you do it in minutes. There's also tools you can get that help you produce products. We talked about Audacity already. You can also get something to manage your list, like Monster Response. You're going to need to be creating a list as you go, and Monster Response is a great way to create your list and help you manage it. Now you're also going to need tools to download your products or to manage the delivery of your downloadable products. And you can do this yourself using PayPal buttons and redirects within the PayPal button and uploading your products and all of that stuff, or you can automate it. And the simplest way to automate it when you're starting out is to use ClickBank. ClickBank does several things for you. First of all, they'll accept credit card payments for you or e-checks securely. They also will point people to your sales page. They'll redirect people to your download page after they've paid. And of course, they send you money every 2 weeks. And if you get refund requests, they'll notify you of those as well. Also, you should note that they have a built-in affiliate program for you, so you don't have to manage the day-to-day details of having your own affiliate program. Well, now that we've gone over all that, there's the all-in-one